The island of Sodor is an island not usually included in modern games maps. Some people say it doesn't exist, while other people believe it's real. These tales are a collection of significant moments that have indeed happened on this little island between the Big Four and the end of British Rail. These are the tales of the island of Sodor. It was a new day on the island of Sodor. Thomas was heading up to Nightfall for shunting duties. Thomas is a cheeky little engine who works for the Northwestern Railway. He has 6 small wheels, a short stumpy funnel, boiler, and dome. Thomas was talking to his driver and fireman inside his cab. "Oh, come on, Bob. This shunting work is gonna be easy." "I know, but you must concentrate. It's a key to a good job, you know." "Alright, I'll take your word for it." Clearly, Thomas was gonna be busy all day. Finally, he arrived at Knapford Station, where he was supposed to shunt coaches for Gordon the Express engine. Thomas's only duty in Knapford was to give Gordon his coaches. He approached Gordon's coaches and coupled out to them. And then he took them out of the yard. He went behind Gordon and coupled up his coaches to him. Now that his job there was complete, he had to head to Teignmouth. After pranking Gordon, which he saw fit. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Wake up, Easy Bones!
Thomas!
Your train is ready. But you got steam left in you. And just like that, he left for Teignmouth. That was a bit rude, don't you think, Thomas? Oh, come on. It was a harmless prank, that's all. Thomas was now in Teignmouth, shunting Edward's train bound for Cronk. He was finishing up the train when... Hello? Thomas had heard a new voice. "Bob, Leonard, whose voice was that?" "I'm not quite sure, but let's go inspect and see who it is." "Alright, if you say so, Leonard." And they left the yard momentarily. They switched tracks and went into the station to see for themselves. I wonder if this is going to be a new engine or not. Once he went inside the station, he saw a new engine. It had black paint with red stripes and the words Lancashire and Yorkshire on its tender. They were speaking with the station master, Ryan Henson. Excuse me, sir, but I'm looking for a Sir Topham Hatt. Where can I find them?
Please stand.
He's in his office at the other platform. Wait for the express to stop there, and when it leaves the station, you can go over to that platform to talk to him. Is that clear? Yes, sir. When will the express be passing? It's due in a minute. You won't have to wait long. And before he could finish his sentence, Gordon came into view. Oh, hello there. And he left without even saying a single word to the new engine. So it is a new engine. Thomas decided to leave and go back to Shantung. He had seen everything he wanted to see. That evening, Thomas was resting in the siding at Titmouth. Oh man, what a nice rest we're having, isn't that right, guys? Yep, you're right. My hands are hurting from shoveling all that coal in, and my hand hurts from pulling down the regulator every now and then. And then, seemingly out of nowhere, Sir Topham Hatt walked up to Thomas. He wanted to speak to him personally. Good afternoon, Thomas. Oh! Good afternoon to you too, sir. I would like to praise your dedication to your work. The trains were on time, thanks to you. Though, I would like for you to meet our new engine, James. Hello, I'm Thomas. Pleasure to meet you. And I'm James. The feeling is neutral. Did you get introduced to the other engines? No, but I will this night. Well, I hope the other engines give you a warm welcome. Ah, sweet. By the way... Yes? What the hell, man? Oh, my first day, too. That night, the engines were chatting about their day and getting to know James a little bit more. Well, you know what that owl hoot means, lads. Fog's on the way. Rubbish. Bob told me that the forecast said it will be sunny in the morning and cloudy around noon. Well, Thomas, I wouldn't trust the weather forecast too much. It is 1926 after all. It's not like we're living in the 21st century to perfectly predict the future. I know, but still. Either way, I would look fabulous in the rain. It makes me glisten in the sun afterwards. Ugh, little James, can you stop boasting? I'm trying to have a reason to not fall asleep right now. Well, calm down. Jesus. Ah, don't worry, James. He acts like that all the time. Besides, he's fun to mess around with. Thomas, I do not condone your pranks. Come on, lads. Let's be civil here. Sir Topham Hatt's driving up to us. Maybe he has something important to say. Sir Topham Hatt stopped his car and walked over to the engines. He had an important announcement to make. Good evening, engines. Good evening, Sir Topham Hatt. I have an announcement to make. A new branch line is being completed that starts from Dryer down the line until Farquhar, and we need an engine to run it. I haven't decided on one yet, but I will pick an engine to run it by tomorrow afternoon. Sir, as such, like an important engine like me should be able to only run a branch line. In my opinion, that is absolutely absurd, so I'm going to sleep. Good night. Well, I guess my duty here is done. Good night, engines. And he walked off back to his car. And then, the engines decided to go to sleep. The next day, Thomas was sent to Ellsbridge to assemble a freight train full of resources for the finishing of Farquhar and the loop line connected to it. He reveled in his work until he stumbled across something new he hadn't seen yet. Huh? What the? Driver, what are those? That's the breakdown train. It's a specially designed truck to lift engines and rolling stock back onto the rails. It's very efficient. It looks very weird though, but if it works, it works. What is that?
Help me!
James?
Please.
Thomas was left speechless. Lads, we need to do something. Ooh, I got an idea. What if you use the breakdown train? What if you derails? That's gonna be really useful, right? Well, we got no time to waste. Let's go. Round the bend further down, he saw the most devastating accident he had yet. James had derailed over the bend in front of him due to overspeeding and was stuck in a farm. Trucks were scattered everywhere, very happy with themselves. James, are you okay? I'll live. Don't worry, I'll get you back on the rails shortly. Just hang in there. Alright. By the time the workmen and Thomas cleaned up the mess, it was nightfall. He was now tasked to take James to the works, and so he did. Gordon, do you please have any idea on Thomas and James's whereabouts? Worried sick. Like, what if? Oh, come now, Edward. They'll be fine. I'm sure they're just running late is all. I do hope so, Gordon. I do hope they're fine. Gordon, do you think it's them? That's Thomas's whistle, Edward. You could probably guess who it is. So it is them!
so we'll do repeat this.
Yes.
Oh no, James! Great Barrier Reef, James. What happened to you?
My brakes failed. They caught fire.
They caught fire, you're telling me.
Yes, sir. They're made of wood.
Made of wood? Are you f***ing kidding me?
I'm afraid not, sir. I wish I was.
Well, that won't do. Once you are sent to the works, you will be repaired and given proper brakes. Excellent point, Sir Topham Hatt, but I would like to add something to the conversation.
Aye, same here.
Alrighty then, I am all ears.
Yes, indeed, sir. You acted fast to seeing James go past Elsbridge.
Yes, Alright. Thomas, would you like to have the branch line?
Really? Oh, yes, indeed. Today, you have proven to be brave and heroic. You deserve it.
Oh, thank you, sir. You won't regret this at all. I promise. That very same night, Thomas was waiting there with his two new coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. He was waiting about 5 minutes before the switch finally came down, and he was off to the races.